Hello everyone, this is our sixth lecture on Scratch game development. In this lecture we'll be learning more about basics block programming. So the first thing, we want to add a welcome page. So how can we add a welcome page? So first thing, we need a backdrop. So here I'm choosing a blue sky. And initially we don't want to show our cat, so there is a block called hide. If you use that block, you can hide a character. So we know that we need to go to events, and if you want to hide something, that will be under looks. So I go under the looks and I use the block called hide, right? So initially my character, which is a sprite 1, will be hidden, right? So let's see what happens. So I can see it's gone. It's gone means it's there, but it's just hidden. Alright, so we want to modify our backdrop. So when you start the game, or when you click the flag, we want to start with this backdrop. Okay, so how do you make sure that maybe you have 3-4 backdrops, right? But you want to use this blue sky as your first backdrop. So what do you need to do? So you need to use a block which is called when flag is clicked, and we want to start with this backdrop, which is blue sky. So when you click flag, we are starting with blue sky. Okay, and we want to display some messages on our welcome page. So to do that, we need to edit our backdrop. So how can we edit our backdrop? So first thing, you need to go to backdrops. For here you can see there is an editing window. From here you can see we have a lot of options, but there are two options. We have vector mode and we have bitmap. We'll learn more about bitmap and vector mode later on, but right now I'm planning to use bitmap. So let's use bitmap. So we want to display some messages, right? To do that, you have to go to this option, text. When I use text, you can see you can select a font. Let's say we're going to use mystery. You can choose a color, maybe yellow. Okay, so we want to say welcome to our game. Welcome to our game. I don't like this blue color though, so let's change this color. No, it doesn't look good. Okay, that's better, right? So if I click outside of this text box, I can see I have small pixels, right? And if I drag them, I can see my texts are extending. And there is a hand. You can see using the hand tool you can move your text. Also using this tool, the circle at top, you can use that to rotate your text. Okay, so welcome to our game, and then next we want to use another piece of text, and we want to say press enter to continue. Alright, so this is our text. So when you start the game, we're starting with this page, and then we want to use another backdrop. So initially we'll be seeing this text, and when someone press enter, we'll be switching to the next backdrop. Okay, actually instead of enter, let's use space. That's easier. So you don't have to delete everything, you can always undo. Okay, if you click clear, everything will be deleted. So I use undo, and I can see it's gone, right? So we have to use what? Press space to continue. Okay, remember, if you click outside, then you will have options to move your text. Okay, so welcome to our game, and press space to continue. And remember what we want to do. We want to use another backdrop. So let's just use bench with a view. So I'm waiting, and now I can see that I have a new backdrop. But remember, we want to start with blue sky. So let's see what happens if we click flag. So you can see that we are on the welcome page. So we want to switch the costumes, right? So if we press space, then we'll go to the next page, right? So go to events and drag this block which says when space key pressed, then we want to switch. So looks, and then switch backdrop to bench with view, right? Let's see if it is working. So instruction is when press space to continue. I press space, and I can see that I am in the new view. And what I want, when I have this new backdrop, I want to show the sprite. Okay, so I click on the sprite. Remember, initially it's hidden, right? So what will happen now is that the cat will show up. Okay, so how do I do that? Events. So initially it's hidden, right? Okay, not this one. When space. Remember, you are using space key twice. You used space key in your backdrop too, and you're using this same space key for something else at the same time. So when you press space, two things will happen. You will be switching the backdrop, and then you will be doing something here. So what do you want to do? You want to show the cat. But I want to wait a little bit before I show my cat. So I'm going to use 0.5 seconds and then show. So then what will happen when you press space first? We will switch the backdrop, and then after half a second the cat will show up. So let's see if it's working. So welcome to our game, press space to continue. I press space, and just after 0.5 second I see my cat. If you do not use 0.5 second, that means this backdrop and the cat will show up at the same time. Okay, so we don't want to do that. So we just did something. So what we did, we learned how to change the backdrop, how to use the show and hide block. Alright, so next time we will have more coding. Bye for today, everyone. See you.